Hey, what's up everyone? ClementJ642 here today, continuing my playthrough on Shadow the Hedgehog for the Nintendo GameCube. So, last time we finished off the semi-hero story with Shadow and Vector and found the computer room. And now we are going to continue on and go to the semi-dark story. And we are going to continue on from where we left off in the dark story at Cryptic Castle. But now, this time around, we're going to be playing through the rest of these stages neutrally to get to the semi-dark ending. But anyway, for this video, I have a very, very special guest, so why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself.
Aloha everybody, it is I, the great Clement. I am a Canadian YouTuber who also plays lots of Sonic. Way too much Sonic.
Well, glad to have you here, Clement. It's such an honor to have you.
Not a problem.
Alright then, so, yeah, for this video we're going to be going to Cryptic Castle, going through the Egg Breaker and then the Doom. So, you ready for this?
Oh, I'm never ready for the Doom.
Alright, well, get your body ready, because we're about to go in. Alright, let's do this. So here we are on Cryptic Castle, and yeah, basically, instead of having to play through the hero or dark side of this stage...
Got caught on the door there.
Yeah, I was holding forward, and I was like, wait, what in the world? How did I fall there? But for here, on this stage, instead of having to do, like, you know, the Amy mission to where we have to save cream and cheese, or having to light any candles or whatever, all we gotta do is just reach the goal ring. So, you know, pretty simple, very easy, since it's basically like Sonic games, so where you get from point A to point B. But, Clement, what are your opinions on this game? What do you think about this game overall, as I know you've done a playthrough on this game as well on your channel?
Shadow the Hedgehog. Well, let's see. I don't have a problem with Shadow the character. I like Shadow in Sonic Adventure 2. You know, I like playing as Shadow in, like, the multiplayer games and stuff. Like, I got no beef with him. It's just this game and its entire tone is just so wrong for what I think Sonic should be, you know? It's like they wanted to make Sonic so freaking edgy, so they're like, they give Shadow guns, the enemies are aliens, and we're gonna suck all the human souls and kill them all, and it's all this minor swearing and everything. It's just the tone is so like, it's cringeworthy that Sega thought this was a good idea.
Exactly, that's exactly how I feel. It's like, you know, Shadow was already cool as he was in Sonic Adventure 2. Like, yeah. They didn't have to go to this extreme to try and make them cooler, edgier, or try to get, you know, a mature audience. It just seemed completely unnecessary, like, you know, all the things that they did to try and make them edgier.
At no point in Sonic Adventure 2 did he tell Eggman, bring Chaos Emeralds to the space colony. Also, bring an AK-47, because that's my favorite kind of gun.
Yeah, exactly. If he's the ultimate life form, why the heck does he need to have guns? Like, come on, he can just homing attack into everything, or use his chaos powers. I think that would have been a lot cooler, even though, you know, you can use the chaos powers. Oh, wow.
Like, whoa, what happened there?
I accidentally pressed the wrong button. I forgot the flight controls, so I was trying to dive, and I thought that was the X button, and I accidentally fell off. That was really bad. But,
as for, like, the gameplay, it's okay when you're going from point A to point B. It's not great. I don't think, like, even if you compare it to stuff like Sonic 2, Sonic Generations, Sonic Adventure, even, I don't think the point A to point B is that fantastic. Like, it's like, oh, this is so fun, I want to replay the level over again. It's okay, but anytime you have to do any of the missions where you have to beat every specific enemy, like, you're not allowed to miss one alien, you're not allowed to miss one human gun soldier, it's just like, you'd spend like 10 minutes in Westopolis just looking for that one guy who was hiding behind a car, you know?
Exactly. I had that problem in my playthrough, actually. And that's my main problem, like, with the gameplay. Honestly, the gunplay really isn't that bad. I mean, it's unnecessary, but...
It works.
Yeah, it works. It actually works pretty well.
The auto-aim, I never found the auto-aim was ever a problem, and because of all the the chaos boost unlimited ammo moments, you always feel like you can kill everything that you come across.
Yeah, like there's never really an enemy in this game that's really a challenge at all, and it's like the gun. I gotta admit, they actually did the gunplay really well, but
it's like if they didn't like overplay it in like the cutscenes and like the menu sounds and stuff. Like, you know how when you go in the main menu and like you go to like start options, whatever, it's like gun clicking.
Yeah, gun triggers. Yeah.
Like, if they didn't overplay the gun aspect, like I think people would be totally fine with the guns. It's just they keep emphasizing it and making like posters of Shadow holding guns and stuff. It's just like, yeah, okay, he's a gun nut now, whatever.
Yeah, pretty much. Because when Azuka like first was like interviewed about this game and whatnot, he was talking about how like Call of Duty and first-person shooter games were getting so popular, so that's why he wanted to put a huge emphasis on the guns in this game and have Shadow like interest mature audiences, but it's like it just comes across as like super cheesy and over exaggerated. Like it seems more childish than mature, honestly.
Yeah, that's exactly how I felt about it. Like mature adults don't say "damn" every 2 seconds.
Yeah, that's like it almost sounds like I said this in one of my videos before. It's kind of like how some kids on or people like on Xbox Live will just cuss the heck out of you for no reason and think they're like amazing, like a badass or super mature. Like that's exactly what it seems like. It just makes you cringe so much because it's not necessary. It doesn't need to be in this game to make him cool.
It's like Joe Pesci in all those Home Alone movies. Every time Joe Pesci gets like hurt by Macaulay Culkin or whatever, he's always like running around the house.
Yeah, exactly.
Every time Shadow gets hit, damn, falls in a pit, damn, not here, damn.
I know.
It's like, Jesus.
It's so crazy. But yeah, I do agree with you about the whole point A to point B thing too about the game, because honestly, like I was really concerned about starting this playthrough because it's something my viewers, my fans have asked me to do for quite a while, and finally did it. Was nervous about how I was gonna do because I heard the missions in the game was just so bad, and the game got really tedious, but. Honestly, the point A to point B missions, like the neutral missions, are honestly not that bad at all. I mean, they're not the best, like you said, but they're bearable. They're not. It's not something to where you're going to be spending like 20 minutes and the Doom or something like that trying to find this soldier or whatever. It's just
exactly.
It's basically like Sonic gameplay, but a slipperier version of Heroes with gunplay. That's the best way I think I can sum it up.
Yeah, it makes you stop a lot just so that you can kill enemies in order to make, like, boxes open for springs,
Mm-hmm.
It happened a few times in Sonic Adventure 2, I think, but, like, enemies were one-hit kill in those games, and it never really felt like it took up that much time.
Yeah, that is true.
Chaos
we got ourselves a cutscene here.
The best character in the series.
What are you doing here, Shadow? Doctor, I don't want to fight with you. But I need those Chaos Emeralds. They hold the secret to my...
Enough of this nonsense! The Chaos Emeralds belong to me!
No, I'm going to conquer the world. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you said you always say Eggman is your favorite character, right?
Just as I will
Yeah.
those black
Nice.
creatures.
So
He is consistently always the best part of every cutscene in every game. I don't care what anyone says.
you know what? Now I never even thought about it like that, but you're absolutely right.
Sonic Colors, everyone's like, oh man, Eggman's so funny in Sonic Colors. Sonic Generations, everyone's gushing about classic Eggman. Sonic Lost World, everyone's gushing about Eggman in that game. I'm just like, don't you see? He's the best character.
Now that, holy crap, I never even thought about it like that. I just thought that, that was just, he was just your favorite character because, just because him being the villain or whatever. But I didn't realize that.
Well, I mean, I guess, but... No, I've always enjoyed Eggman just because he's always been a little bit wackier. Like, you know how in Sonic Adventure, like, he's got, like, literally a Whack-a-Hedgehog minigame in the egg carrier. Like, he's always been a really oddball, like smiley egg-shaped guy, and there's just something about him that like. I also love the idea of him turning animals into robots. That was always like turning living things into a freaking Duracell battery.
Yeah, that's actually what is it? I never really thought about it like that, but yeah, you know, I really do like him as a character. He's he's like a genius, but at times he has like a bit of humor, and he can be derpy at times too, which kind of makes him a bit humorous.
Which is good. It's better than having a bland villain like Black Doom, where he's just evil and he sounds like Dr. Claw, and that's it.
Yeah, exactly. He's always just got that deep voice like that. I can't even do it.
I'll get you next time, Shadow. Next time.
Oh my god, that was like nearly perfect. Isn't
It hurts my throat when I do it.
Isn't Goku the voice actor for Black Doom? I think that's
Yeah.
what it was. Yeah, that's right.
Sean Schemmel is the voice of Black Doom.
What's going on with
Speaking of Black Doom,
I can't get these images
we're about
out
to
of my
see him in
mind.
just a second.
Black creatures.
Fun fact, this cutscene has a different tone at the beginning, depending on how you approach it. Like, if you approach it from Cryptic Castle, the sky's all red, everything's kind of like dark looking. But if you approach it from Prison Island, because that's where the dark mission goes, then it would be nice and sunny out when Shadow's walking around.
Oh yeah, that's right. I do remember.
Little weird touch. They made 2 specific CG cutscenes for this for no reason. They didn't have to, but they did. So
That's a little nice touch, actually. Now that you mention it, I do remember that, because, yeah, this is like, I can't recall, how do you actually unlock the Prison Island version of it? It's like you play the hero and then go dark or something like that? Or?
Prison Island is the third neutral level. Like, first you go Westopolis, then you go to the canyon level, I can't remember what it's called. And then you go to Prison Island, because it's the third stage. And the dark mission is you just have to kill a whole bunch of gun soldiers. Like, you have to kill all the gun soldiers on the island.
Okay, yeah, I think I remember that now. I never did unlock that cutscene, I don't think, but, because I just basically did this normal, like the hero, the dark, the neutral, and then semi-hero and semi-dark to just, get through this as fast as possible.
And some of these missions are god-awful, so I don't blame you for not doing every mission in the game.
I'm just trying to do mandatory, because I really, really hate the progression system in this game. It's just so annoying and such a cheap way to try and add replay value. Like, why the heck do I have to start all the way at the beginning of the game just to get to a different story pathway? Like, it would have been so much better if we could just continue on from where the stage was, play that stage, like either Dark or Hero, and then continue on, instead of having to make us have to play through like Westopolis Zone like 10, 15 times in order to get every single ending so we can unlock the final ending. Like,
It's like in a movie. You don't have to watch from the beginning of the movie anymore now that we have DVDs. Like, maybe that's how it was back in the VHS days. Like, if you wanted to watch a movie from the start again, you'd have to rewind it and go all the way to the back. But like, even then, you could rewind and fast forward to specific moments. This is supposed to be an interactive video game. If I just want to get to one specific level, I shouldn't have to play through Westopolis again.
Yeah, I really, really hate that. It's like, it was just such a cheap way to add replay value, because, I mean, no one wants to have to play the same mission like 3 or 4 times just to get to, like a different boss at the end. Like, you know how at the end, you have to choose whether or not you want to be, like, still stay on, whatever side you're on, or, be a douche and then just switch sides at the last minute. So it's like, you really have to play through the entire story all over again just to do that? Like, what sense does that make at all?
And the big problem I have with the non-point A to point B levels is that they're just too strict. They ask too much of the player, where, like, there's no leeway. In Sonic Heroes, there was a very similar kind of gameplay style with Team Chaotix. They had you collecting things, they had you finding certain things before the level would finish. Like, I know in the first level of Team Chaotix, you have to find, like, 10 hermit crabs or something. And there are actually 20 hermit crabs in the stage. There are 10 you can miss. You only have to get half of them.
Yeah.
But Shadow's the kind of game where, like, there are 32 gun soldiers. You have to kill all 32. If you miss one, you're going back and looking and looking and looking for that one guy. Just because, oh, I guess you're not evil enough because you missed one.
Yeah, and then the worst thing about it is that most of the characters blend in with the environments pretty well at times, because this game is just so dark and all the characters are dark, like the gun soldiers and the Black Doom creatures. So it's so easy at times to miss a character, especially if you're going fast too and they're just like hiding around in a corner or whatever. So it really breaks the flow of the game, because you're constantly just having to stop and try to find this one enemy, because if you miss one, then you're gonna have to backtrack through the entire stage all over again. But
it's not fun to replay. Like, I could sit down in front of Sonic Generations and be like, Green Hill, Chemical Plant, you know, just going through all of them all over again because they're fun. And this game is just like, oh, the Doom. I hate the Doom so much. And oh, it's Westopolis, that boring level where the lasers keep shooting at you, and it's just like, eh. I still think Sonic 06 is a far worse game because of how it's actually designed and stuff, but it's just boring to me. That's kind of the big problem. It's like, as edgy as it's trying to be, as, like, damn, and you're playing as Shadow, who has a whole bunch of guns and stuff. As edgy as it's trying to be, it's still boring.
Yeah. That's exactly how I feel. You know, it's not like bad like Sonic 06 at all, but it's like it is very boring and very tedious when you keep playing it over time. Because that's actually one reason why I'm having special guests, because I was running out of things to say, because I constantly have to play the same stage over again. So it's just like, yeah, I need to talk about this game with someone. So thank you, Clement, for saving me from my boredom.
No problem. And the good thing is you're doing point A to point B on this level, because this one by far has the worst extra missions. Like the hero mission, you have to heal 10 of the scientists with this health jar. So first you have to pick up the health jar with the X button, and then you have to throw it at an angle on the scientists that are lying down. And sometimes you can overshoot and miss them, and then it just like sprays all over the floor, and then you have to wait for it to like recharge and come back, and it's just like, ah!
Yeah. I do remember actually playing that. I was just kind of playing that stage, you know, to try and practice. And then when I actually, you know, started getting into it and saw how stupid it was, I was just like, alright, you know, screw this. I'm gonna just play this neutrally when I get to the semi-dark story. Because I was like, you know, let me see if I can maybe show it off how to do it. Maybe it's not as bad as everyone says, but then, nope, after like 20 minutes of playing through, I was like, yeah, I'm not spending 20 minutes on this stage to only have like 7 of these guys finished. But,
And like, what is this level anyway? It's supposed to be a flashback, and yet you're making choices? Like, I don't get it. Does Black Doom have a virtual reality simulator or something that I don't know about?
I don't know. Maybe he like warps you. Like maybe he warps you back in time or whatever or something. That's so weird. And yeah, now that you mention that, because it's like he sees himself running with Maria. So what? I don't get it. I can't even figure it out, even if I wanted to. Oh, here we go. The $1 knockoff Barbie doll.
She looks so anime, it's great. It's like, you cut to like the gun commander and like the president later in this game, they don't have the craziest of anime but going on, but her eyes are like so anime, it's weird.
Yeah, actually when you look at the commander, when he's a kid, he has like really big anime eyes. Now that I think about it. It's funny, because I remember like he has like the red and green eye or something like that, and it's just like ginormous, and he's like screaming his head off because he can see Shadow in the capsule.
Heartless humans, get out of my way!
Alright, so I think we got ourselves a boss fight against Heavy Dog. Alright, we got ourselves the music playing from the Big Boy or something like that, or the Big Dog. I can't recall what that boss is called from Sonic Adventure 2.
I'm thinking of, I know one of them's Flying Dog. Bigfoot?
Oh yeah, I think that's what it is, Bigfoot, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got
But
this music.
it's nice to have the throwbacks. I at least had nostalgia for Sonic Adventure 2 playing this, especially when some of the Arc levels look exactly like some of the other Arc levels from the old game.
Yeah, yeah. Especially, what was the last stage in the semi-hero story? I think it was like Cosmic Wall or something like that. I can't recall.
Lost Impact? Cosmic Fall? Yeah,
I think
that
it's
sounds
Cosmic
about right.
Fall. It's the stage with Vector where you have to find the computer.
The greatest voice acting of all time.
Yeah, and then the part. Wait, don't go there yet. Like, don't kill yourself yet, Shadow. It's not over yet. Oh god. Vector actually made me crack up a lot because of just how derpy he is in this game.
It's like this game's trying to be all edgy and serious, and there's Vector. Find the computer room!
Exactly. And I did really bad here. I was just spamming the homing attack. I kind of didn't know what I was supposed to be doing, and I wasn't really paying attention to what Black Doom said, like I should have. So I missed the weapon that was on the ground. I stripped off him like a good probably minute ago. So, but
Yeah, all you're really doing is homing attacking him, and then once one of the rocket launchers pop off, you just shoot him with the rocket launcher a few times.
yeah, actually, I made it seem a lot more difficult than it was supposed to be. I was just honestly trying to kill him.
Oh, I've definitely heard that, though, because, like, when I did my playthrough of Shadow, some people were surprised how easy I was making some of the bosses look. They're like, it's that easy? You could take out Black Doom that quickly? I was like, yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, but what the heck? Black Doom was like one of the easiest bosses in this game. It was crazy.
It's like, it's I don't know, it's something about the slippery nature and the fact that you have to use guns now. I can see why people can't really get into this game all that much, you know? Aside from just the missions, there's just something about Shadow that just doesn't feel like as fun as the other Sonic titles, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Would you actually like to see a sequel to Shadow the Hedgehog in the future? And how would you like it to be?
I don't oppose to the idea of Shadow having his own game anymore. That if they did make a Shadow 2, fine. I just think that, like, one, it has to absolutely be a spin-off. Like Sonic, Eggman, Tails, they can't be in it, because that's what makes it a spin-off, you know, being Shadow the only character. And obviously take out the swearing. If the vehicles are going to be in it, they have to be fun.
Yeah.
Like, they make the motorcycle look so cool in the opening cinematic of this game, and then you ride the motorcycle, it's slow as dirt, and, like, the slug monsters damage it.
Yeah, it looks like a freaking Mattel car or something like that. Like, it looks so bad. It's like you can't even tell, like, it's the same motorcycle from the cutscenes and whatnot, because that one looks so sick, and it just makes you so excited to actually play it. But then you see it, and it's like, what the heck is this?
I would say that a Shadow the Hedgehog 2 would work if it was super cheesy and had lots of heavy rock music and stuff. I don't know why. I think that would be fun.
Yeah. I think that would actually fit them well. You know, have like, you know, the still like same Sonic era and all that stuff, but you know, still make it darker. Have like some darker tones, but don't go overboard with it. But I guess that's it for the boss right there. We defeated I can't even recall what that dude's name is. Always get them mixed up. But
Flying Dog or Heavy Dog?
Heavy Dog, that's it.
Whatever.
Yeah, so there we go. That was the first part of the semi-dark story. And I guess that's it for this video. So thank you, Clement, for joining me. Is there anything you would like to say before we actually do end off this video?
Damn, not here.
Oh my god.
I guess the only thing I have to say is that I have a YouTube channel, ClementJ642, and I'm gonna be playing some Mega Man soon. So, if you care, you have like 500,000 subscribers. I'm sure all of them are like, "Who the fuck's this guy?"
No. The funny thing is that in my previous, I think it was like 2 parts ago, I asked people if they wanted me to do, you know, like special guests for the next few parts of Shadow the Hedgehog, since I was running out of things to say, and everyone was saying you. And then not only that, Tails channel, they were saying like, you know, I should get you back in the next video since you know, you had me in one of your videos. And I was like, oh, that's perfect.
Well, cool.
So so yeah, make sure to go check out this channel as like you said, he's doing Mega Man, and you just finished Sonic Unleashed as well, right?
Yeah, that was a long one. I did both the Wii version and the Xbox 360 version, so I'm so glad I'm done with that.
Alright then, so make sure to go to Clement's channel. The link will be in the description below, and if you like his stuff, make sure to go subscribe to him as well. But yeah, I guess that wraps up for this video, so thanks again for watching. See you all, have a good day. Peace, Kabana Rights.